Welcome to the DY Proj channel. I'm your guy, DY Fly, coming live and direct from HQ. What it do?
This is culturally inappropriate.
That's right. Eagles Patriots joint practice day 1 has just concluded. We are going to get into it. I'm just going to give you the rundown, and then we're going to get to the matchup of the day of Ash Juice Brown and Quinyon Mitchell. All right, we take a look here. Some of the news and notes. One of the biggest takeaways from joint practice 1, the absence of Devontae Smith and Mekhi Lemon are huge. Darius Cooper continues to make noise. Hurts still getting used to the new offense. No excuse for the mistakes. Jalen Hunt is a beast. Jake Elliott has to go. Oh my goodness, that's still a storyline. That's not good. Wicks could be a great wide receiver 3. Looking for more positive tomorrow. Also, I heard the running game was looking pretty good. We take a look here. And Lane Johnson says we're going to see the Saquon of 2 years ago. So, you know, we might get another 2 stacks. All right. And I can't believe y'all let us get Saquon Barkley.
Eagles got Saquon Barkley. Yeah. They squabbling out there now. Yeah.
That's right. And speaking of Lane Johnson, do you see this? Do you see this? Lane Johnson is 6'6", 325. Look at Markel Bell. Jesus Christ. Oh, my goodness. We're going to give Lane all his flowers this year as the season goes along, but I am kind of excited to see Markel Bell play, okay? He's going to block out the sun. Jesus, look at him. And then we see here Mekhi Lemon. The boy is getting close. The boy is getting close.
I don't slang or bang, I just smoke motherfuckers like it ain't no thing.
Yeah, man. Good to see him running. I know he wants to be out there playing, you know, actually getting some work in, but it is what it is. He's, you know, let's take one day at a time. You know, we see players dropping like flies all over the league right now. All right. So better to be safe than sorry. But yeah, man, let's get into Ash Juice. Hold on. Before we get into Ash Juice, let's take a look here. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
Dice pineapple.
Don Wicks. Oh my goodness.
Dice pineapple.
What is he looking for, y'all? He found love in a hopeless place? What is he? What? He turned away from sin and found Jesus? Oh my goodness. All right, so we get to Ash Juice right here. He comes out. Big Dom is greeting him. For what? Man.
Fuck that! Fuck that!
Yeah, man, he doesn't say nothing to anybody. Nobody says nothing to him. So, you know, it is what it is. Let's get to the rep everybody was talking about. All right, so we get to the rep everybody's talking about. The crowd was very into it. You see here.
You ain't balling, you pump faking. You ain't balling, you pump faking.
Yep, AJ. I'm not gonna lie. Let's run it back. We see here. He gets off the line, and you know what? He looks pretty good. He looks pretty good. He looks explosive. He beat Quinyon, and then Quinyon stays with him. Quinyon is fast enough to keep up with him. A little bit of hand jockeying going on. AJ pushes off as he does, and you know Quinyon is holding on, and then he tries to catch it with one hand, doing that cute shit. So you know, yeah, and then you know Quinyon sticks his hand in there to break the rest of it up. So it's a good rep by both of them. And my most unbiased video, is AJ still elite or is he burnt toast? I asked the question, can he turn it on and turn it off whenever he wants and his body still hold up? That was one of my questions. And we see right here, he's explosive out the gate. And we haven't even seen him do this to Christian Gonzalez, which I said Christian Gonzalez is overrated. But it seems like Ash Juice put the pedal to the metal and he looked explosive right here, right? So my question is, can his body hold up when he decides to turn it on and turn it off whenever he tries to? Because that's the fastest I've seen him run in probably like the past 3 or 4 years or whatever, right? So it was a good rep. It was a good rep, but I'm standing by my prediction of him having about 90 catches, 1,175 yards or whatever. he might break the 1,200 threshold. He might break that. He's going to have some touchdowns. It is what it is. But we also heard that he had mad catches after that, right? Of course, he's going to get that treatment. This is how it's going to go during the season, y'all. This is what the Patriots fans don't understand. And this is what Romeo Dubs doesn't understand. If AJ doesn't get a ball that he thinks that he should have got, they're going to keep feeding him until he's happy. And that seems like an impossible feat. But it seems like he had about 7 or 8 catches today. I don't know if they're trying to count this one. Drake May throws it over to Tariq Woolen, and he had 1 foot out. He had 1 foot out. I don't know if everybody's trying to count that or not, but if we take a look here, 1 foot out. Oh, did he get the back foot? Hold up. 1. Oh no, he drug the same foot. Right here. Right. Okay. So yeah, he was out. I think Patriots fans are trying to count that, but that doesn't count. Also, Dontavian Wicks, he went down for a little bit, but he came back. Vic Fangio spoke on Ty Robinson. He's saying that he came to life. He's been on life support since he's been here. Oh my goodness. He said he rose from the dead like Thriller. Vic, oh my goodness. Vic, do you have anything to say?
But let's be frank here. You never wanted my friendship. Now you come to me and you say, I'm Corleone and give me justice. But you don't ask for respect. You don't offer friendship. You don't even think to call me Godfather.
Oh man. Ty Robinson, I'm keeping the light on for him, but you know, it's up to Vic. So Jeff McClain says that it was a great start for the Eagles starting offense. A lot of holes for Saquon Barkley and the running backs to run through. Some wrinkles schematically we haven't seen. And then some ground success set up a bomb from Jalen Hurts to Elijah Moore on the deep corner. Great pitch and catch. Okay. Some positives. Also, Jalix Hunt, he had a day. Jalix Hunt sacks Drake May and then gets very quick pressure. Beat Will Campbell like a drum on back-to-back reps. Ryan Fowler says, text from a source with New England. 58 is a problem, meaning Jalix Hunt. So Jalix Hunt, he is really laying the smackdown on everybody. You love to see it. And it seems like there was a little fight and Jalix Hunt was in the mix. So shout out to Jalix Hunt for keeping it trill. You know? And then we see here Romeo Dubs. He goes up against Tariq Woolen. And bam, that seemed like a 5 to 6 second play. So I don't know about that. Also, Jalen Hurts, it seemed like he had a rough day. I saw that he threw like maybe 3 interceptions. And I think all 3 of those came on 7-on-7. And let me be honest, man. I'm going to be completely honest. I don't really care for the 7-on-7 drills, okay? I respect the 1-on-1 drills and I respect the 11-on-11 drills, but the 7-on-7 drills I kind of equate to 3-on-3 while you're hooping. You know, I played hundreds of 3-on-3 games and I don't remember any of them because they didn't mean anything. But when I ran the ones with one of my boys or with somebody I just met or whatever, I remember those. Because it was skill for skill, okay? And even the 5-on-5 games, I remember a whole plethora of those than any 3-on-3 games. I don't remember any 3-on-3 games. I remember a whole bunch of 5-on-5 games, whether it be a real sanctioned game, practice with my teammates, outdoors playing street ball, whatever, or just running open gym. I remember the 5-on-5s, which is my equivalent to the 11-on-11. So I respect the 1-on-1 drills and I respect the 11-on-11 drills, but the 7-on-7 I really don't care for. And it's not because Jalen threw 3 interceptions. It's always been like that with me. So I'm just explaining that. And it seems like one of those interceptions was to Don Wicks and it seems like he dropped it. So that's, you know, Don Wicks, you need to shore that up. And another one was to Brenton Covey. And you already know how I feel about Brenton Covey. I don't think he should be on the team. So it is what it is. But Quinyon, he spoke about AJ. Let's hear what he has to say.
Practice again against AJ, or was it a little more amped up?
Yeah, it was a little more amped up. You know, just going against him. You know, knowing the battles we had. You know, in Philly. So man, it was great to going up against him today, and we got some good work in there.
A lot of talking out there between you two.
No, we didn't talk at all. Actually,
really?
We didn't talk at all until after practice. You know, we just kept it, you know, business-like and just competing.
And just like your first training camp with AJ, and then the time you practice with him, how much can you learn from this today with AJ?
Yeah, man, he's just a great receiver. You know, he just give you so many tough tough battles and tough assignments and stuff like that. So it was really just great to go out there and compete with them again today.
Y'all talked after practice?
Yeah, we talked after practice. We didn't talk during practice.
Quinn Jan Mitchell. That's right. He's an assassin, y'all. He's an assassin. All pro loading. Jalen spoke on AJ. He said that he did not catch up with him, but he said he's got nothing but love for him, which is why. Hold on.
I think it was a great day out here. I know he's going out there and competing. He's got a lot of love for him, always have. It seems like it was competitive practice. So I saw him catching up with.
He said he got love for him and always have. See, this is why I'm riding with Jalen, all right? I would not want any other quarterback in the league other than Jalen because the way he handles things, he rises above all situations. All situations. Whether it's crap-ass teammates, whether it's crap-ass coach, which I'll get to in a minute. We have a red flag, y'all. We have a red flag. Or whether it's crap-ass media. He rises above it all, and he does it with class. He does it with grace. He lets the truth always come to light, and then he handles his business on the field, leading us to Super Bowls. And I wouldn't want any other quarterback being the team of the Philadelphia Eagles other than Jalen Hitman Hurts.
The excellence of execution.
What?
So let me go on record as saying, I am a man's man. I am a champion of champions. Do you people understand? Do you understand? This is what greatness looks like. Take a good look at it. Look at it. Look at it.
This is culturally inappropriate.
That's right. But that's pretty much it. AJ Brown, he really doesn't want to cop to anything. I'll get to that in a second. But Elliott Shore-Parks, he basically said that the Patriots won the day. Let's see what he has to say.
Patriots moved the ball really well today against the Eagles defense. AJ Brown, 5 or 6 catches, including one deep down the sideline. Romeo Doubs, a deep catch down the left sideline towards the end of practice. And at the end of practice, when it was 11 on 11 full team, the Patriots offense moved the ball for a field goal in the biggest drill of the day. The Eagles offense in that drill didn't get a field goal. They were sacked, they had some incompletions, and they didn't get any points out of it. So that was obviously a huge part of the verdict. But I also thought that the Eagles offense did do some good things today. They ran the ball really well. In the beginning part of practice, they created some huge holes, had big gains. And if this was a real game, I do think that they would have had some really good rushing stats and would have moved the ball well against the Patriots defense. So that was definitely a positive for the Eagles offense. But there was some turnovers. Jalen threw 3 interceptions on the day. Now, not all of them were in 11 on 11. All of them were in 7 on 7. And of the 3, 2 of them I would say probably not his fault. One tipped off the fingers of Dontavian Wicks. The other one, it looked like him and Britton Covey were on a different route. So you could look at this and you could go, they didn't pass the ball well today. They didn't have Devontae. They didn't have Mekhi Lemon. But what I think that shows is their receiving depth, not great. Like, they just don't have great depth there right now, especially when Dontavian Wicks, Dontavian Wicks missed a play or 2 today. So overall, I think it was actually a fairly good showing for the offense considering how well they ran the ball. But I think the Eagles defense didn't have a good day. Patriots have a lot of weapons. So going into tomorrow, I think you want to see a better performance from the defense, a better performance from the passing offense. But if they can run the ball like they did today, that'll be a really big positive for the season. So a rare loss in training camp joint practices for Jalen and Nick. They go to 10-4 overall. Let's see if they can get the win tomorrow.
All right. And I'll say this. They need to play in preseason. They need to play a half in preseason. Not just for the offense, but for Sean Mannion, okay? Because they need to get this together. I think Sean Mannion needs to try to find his groove within a half. I think that would be beneficial to the offense if they played one half of football. At least one half. With Jalen, Saquon, the offensive line, Smitty, everybody, right? Go out there, try to put a couple drives together to see what you got. Even if you keep it vanilla, at least Sean Mannion can find some sort of a groove or a flow. Because honestly, we're going to be coming in cold on week 1. If Sean Mannion's calling plays for the second team and the third team in the next couple of preseason games, I mean, it's going to be different than what he's calling for Jalen. And if he's not even using those plays, if he's going to keep everything vanilla, yeah, man, you get paid to play football. So go and play football. Go hone on your craft. Trying to use the first 4 weeks as kind of like your own preseason and, you know, the games count, but you're just trying to still figure it out and see what you want to use and take away. Nah, man. No. I don't want to do that this year. They need to play at least a half. That's how they did it back in the day. Peyton Manning used to play a half. Tom Brady used to play a half. All the greats used to play a half. Jalen in this offense can play a half. And Jalen said something that is kind of alarming. I'm not going to hold you. He said something that's kind of alarming. Let's listen to this.
It helps, I think, every moment. Keep going back to the summertime and all this time that we spend together, how valuable that is, and just being able to stack those moments with day one of training camp to day whatever it is right now. Continue to stack, and so I think we've got some strides to take in terms of our detail and really being aligned and on the same page from how we're going to run this, new scheme, how we take this new coaching, and I think when we come out here and practice.
Who is he talking about? Who is he talking about? Who needs to be aligned? I thought we were all aligned. I thought we were all on the same page. Listen, y'all want to keep defending Nick, but I'm telling you, if he gets in the way of us stacking days of trying to run this Sean Mannion West Coast offense, it's not going to go well. Okay? It's not going to go well. That's all I'm going to say. That's all I'm going to say. All right? But Jalen just told us, and he lets us know. He does let us know. Okay? You just got to read between the lines. So he told us. He warned us. I don't know who he's talking about. My guess is Nick. So, Nick, stay the F out the way. Yeah, man, that's all I got. That's day one of Patriots, Eagles joint practice. We'll be back for day 2 tomorrow. Like, comment, and subscribe. Go Birds.
You going to get down or you going to fucking lay down?